The title of this project is The Use of Source Code Graph to Improve the Visualization of Bug Presence and Commit Classification during the Software Evaluation and Maintenance. And the subject systems I used in these investigations are given in this table, where 3 of them are written in Java programming language and the other 3 are in C++ programming language. All the 6 software systems are from diverse domain and having different number of sizes. And they also have the enough large number of revisions, which help the generalizability of this investigation. So initially, before getting started with this investigation, I first collected some label datasets from a web-based tool called Commit Crew. They provide the labeling of the commits based on their commit classification and also based on the presence of bug in those commits. And these are the number of instances in each class under investigation. So we can say that we have enough number of data instances to prove the generalizability of the results in this investigation. So what's the main goal of this investigation? The goal is to show or to verify whether the coding structure of developer or of software programmer can impact on the presence of bug in the software system or the type of commit classification. An example is shown where a source code commit patch is given. The patch contains some lines with a plus sign, which is the added line in that commit, and some lines with a minus sign, which are the deleted lines in the commit. Some lines are kept without any signs. These are for preserving the context of those lines. What I did here that I separated the added lines and deleted lines along with the context line. That means context lines is kept with both the added and deleted lines in 2 separate files. And from those added and deleted source portion or source code segments, I converted them in a graphical representation and then calculated some 12 graph attribute values to be used, those attribute values as feature values. That means from the source code added lines, I get 12 added feature values. Source code deleted lines, I get 12 deleted feature values. And I also get 15 feature values from the Commit Crew website. That means I have 3 different types of feature values, and I took this 7 combination of those feature values. Now my goal is to verify that whether the addition of these graph attribute based feature values along with the commit group based feature values improving the visualization and detection of buggy and non-buggy commits, and also visualization of different commit classifications. To do so, first I want to explain how a source code could be represented as graph. Here, let's consider a software developer is doing writing a statement in a programming language, either in C or C++. He can use the expression, then a variable name or identifier, then can end with an operator. Or he can also write an expression and we using some operator. And he can also write an expression which can call a function with some argument list, and the arguments could be also an expression, and the loop can continue in nested structure. So if we consider these tokens as node and their flow as the edges, we can get a graphical representation. And from those graphical representation, we can calculate these attribute values, 12 attribute values, and these 12 attribute values could be used as the feature values to represent the commit. Here, a graphical representation of a comet is shown, and this is just an example. And in real life or in real software environment, this representation could be much complex. And based on the complexity of or attribute values of this graphical representation, we can predict or we can try to detect this whether this comet contains bug or what is the classification of that comet. I did several visualization in this course, and as I have 6 different software systems and 7 different feature combinations. Then for bug representation, I implemented 42 different visualizations. And also for commit classification, I also implemented 42 different visualizations. Here, 4 from the bug presence is shown, and 4 from the commit classification is shown. In both the visualization, one common thing I can show that when I use only the features from commit group, the buggy and non-buggy, the reds are buggy and the green dots are non-buggy commits. It is very difficult to distinguish the separate region for buggy and non-buggy commits. But here we can better distinguish. For example, here there are only non-buggy commits, here are high density of buggy commits. Similarly, here only mostly the non-buggy commits, here high density of buggy commits, here high density of non-buggy commits. Similarly, in the commit classification visualization, here this is very difficult to distinguish any region for any commit class, but in this visualization, we can distinguish at least the merged commits. Those commits are separately distinguishable from other types of commits. Though the other commit classification types are difficult to distinguish, but from these findings, we can say that merged commits contains a coding structure much different from other types of commits. This is the result of our machine learning based buggy and non-buggy commit detection uh, performance, where I implemented 3 different machine learning algorithms: random forest classifier, logistic regression, and KNN. And this is the dotted line represents the F1 score when I use only the commit group feature sets, and the lines above this shows the when the features values from added, deleted, and are combined with commit group, and it shows the improvement. And I also did the significant Wilcoxon Signed Rank Test to see the improvement is significantly better or not. And I find that when I add the addition type with commit group, and the improvement is significantly better in all the when using all the machine learning algorithms. These findings verifies the validity of the hypothesis and also answers the research questions given in the report. Thank you very much for your patience.